welcome to my channel, Just Ria. If you are new here, I am Ria, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there below. Turn that red button gray. Make sure you have your post notifications turned on because I am back uploading. And make sure you thumbs up this video and share this video to someone who you think that this may help. But let's just get into it. So today's video is going to be a review of Kaplan real estate school. So if you are thinking of joining real estate school, Keller Williams is basically paying for the school for you. This does not lock you into them as a brokerage, but it's a very, very good opportunity for you to try real estate school out if you think that there's an area that you want to dabble in. And you try it out for free, no strings attached. Definitely look into it. Every area has their own link, so I would post a link to where you could sign up for it, but all you have to do is just Google Keller Williams Kaplan Real Estate School, or contact your local Keller Williams office and say, hey, heard y'all were doing school, how do I sign up? And they should give you the deets there. Now, as far as the school, Keller Williams has nothing to do with Kaplan. They're just affiliated with each other because Keller Williams pays for the school. So as far as everything else that Kaplan does, Keller Williams has nothing to do with that. Now, Kaplan is basically online school. You go at your own pace. It's 60 credit hours for Alabama, it's 60 credit hours of school, real estate school. Now, for your area, you will have to look up how many hours that you take, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, they don't track the hours. What they do is basically once you finish the course, whether it takes you 60 hours, 45 hours, they're gonna say you basically did the 60 hours because they consider the course to be 60 hours of work. So nobody's keeping track of how many hours you've taken on each course. Don't worry about that. Just get through the course. So you have access to the online course for 6 whole months. You must finish within that 6 months, which means that you need to test out of the school by the 6th month. If you have not tested out, it expires, and then you have to do all of that all over again. So you have to start over from scratch as if you've never done it. So who wants to do that? I didn't, so I made sure that I literally finished like the week of my 6 months. I know, right? I drag it out. Now, as far as the schooling goes, like the courses, it is very, very long. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, it is long. If you're somebody that you can't learn on your own, you can't get through work on your own, like you need to be instructed, this isn't for you. Now, if you can work alone, you're more of the let me do it online, let me do it on my own type of thing, I like to work at my own pace, then yes, I say definitely go for it. I would never try to steer anyone away from trying it, but don't waste your time if you can't do this on your own, because it's basically at your own pace. So if you don't, yes, they do have like weekly lives with instructors. I never attended those because I just typically wanted to get through the course. Everything is pretty much self-explanatory. Every lesson has a video to it. Some videos are like 45 minutes long. Some are 3 minutes long. They all vary, and you have to watch the videos. There's no way around it. If you can skip through it, but you want to be able to test out of that chapter or that unit until you do those videos. So it's a lot of information. It's a whole lot of information. Take very, very good notes because it's so much information. You won't be able to reference back. Like when you test out of the whole course, there's no way you're going to be able to reference back what unit and chapter you got what from. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so much. So I suggest you take notes. They give you key terms and key notes from the chapter. Print those out, start a binder. I didn't do that, but that's something that I would do now if I knew what I knew now. Yeah, the state exam, I didn't get any material from the course. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that now. Like nothing from the course. What I learned came from YouTube. And I'm going to link the channels that helped me. The course to me is basically, if you get through this, then you're showing us that you really want to do this. If you get through this, then you make it to the next step of the state exam. And the state exam is basically where the basic stuff that they really want you to know as a real estate agent. But the course yes, it's need to know stuff. To me, most of it is common sense. But from my experience from other people that are seasoned real estate agents or brokers, they've never even applied that stuff to their career. So I honestly do feel like the course is to weed out the quitters, the people who you know, they're really trying to do it for a quick buck. They're not in it to win it type of thing. And it's like, you know what, forget this. I'm not even trying to really do this anyways. I just wanted to make some quick money type of thing, because real estate is not quick money. It is hard work, and you're going to have to do hard work from jump through that course. The course is long. It's very long. It's open book because it's online. So they tell you not to use open book, but I mean, it's open book.
Nobody's gonna know.
Who's gonna tell you? Who's gonna tell you? Who's gonna tell them?
Nobody's
how
gonna know.
They're gonna know.
No one's gonna know. So
How would they know?
Yeah. By the time I made it to like the 12th chapter, I think there's 23 units. By the time I made it to the 12th unit, I was over it. I basically just hit next, let the video play it out, hit next, test it out of the unit, went next, test it out of the unit until I got to the very end and tested out of that. And then I made it to test out of the whole course. I'm just gonna leave this message here. Yeah. And yeah, now after you finish the course, that's where the real studying begins. I had a book for my state that also covered national. And then I also used a lot of YouTube, Prep Agent, and there's one more, Real Estate Exam Prep. Yeah, so Prep Agent and Real Estate Exam Prep were the two channels that I used. Real Estate Exam Prep, he has a 2-hour National Real Estate Exam Review crash course. I literally, after I failed it, I watched that course, that video twice a day, every day until my exam. It got to the point, I watched that video so much, I could recite it word for word. Even when he was talking to his chat, I knew what he was going to ask. I knew the answers. I knew the questions he was asking the chat. And it's like, I knew that video by heart. And I listened to that video in the morning and at night, every single day. And the week of, I listened to it multiple times a day. And I knew it. So, and honestly, I feel like that is what helped me pass my state exam. When I was getting ready to take the state exam, when I took the state exam, it was like, I was in there way less time than I was the first time. I finished the test in way less time than I did the first time. The first time, I was in there the max time and failed. The second time, I was in there way less time and passed. I didn't second guess myself either. So yeah, after you pass your course, don't rush it. Don't do what I did. Definitely take your time through the course. Definitely learn the information. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I didn't learn anything from the course. I'm just going to say that towards the end, it was like I was over it. I was just ready to get it done. But I did learn some things from the course. So my takeaways are, if you are serious about it, then definitely sign up through Keller Williams. Save that money so that you can put that money towards something else when you get ready to start your career, because it's not a free ride. It's like a pay-to-play type of game. Pay-to-play career, basically. Now, if you're signed with a good brokerage, a lot of things you're not going to have to pay for, and you be grateful for that. I definitely am. But definitely research, study, pay attention, join the live lessons that they have weekly. Reread the course. If you don't understand something, redo the course. Take full advantage. Take full advantage of those 6 months. You don't have to rush through it within 30 days. You don't have to, there's no incentive for finishing early. There's no incentive for using the full 6 months, but I suggest you read over all the material, take your time, and sign up for it when you know you have time. If you have a lot on your plate already, I would wait. Definitely go ahead and get your code to sign up, but I wouldn't activate it just yet. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have time, don't activate it. Don't waste it. But I do think that it's a good program if you are trying to save money, or if money is tight, or if you're not even sure this is the right career for you and you need to, you won't waste any money there. Is the course good? I mean, it's a real estate course. I feel like it can be good and it can be bad. You can make it great, you can make it bad, because it's basically on you. Now, what value you add to it, that's on you. If you put in a lot, you're going to get out a lot. If you put in the minimum or less, that's what you're going to get out of it. So definitely give it a try. I mean, it's free if you sign up for it that way. If you're willing to pay for it through Kaplan, then go ahead and do that too. But if you're going to go through Keller Williams, then I mean, it's free. Why not try it? But I'm glad that I did it. I was able to save that buck, and I'm glad I wouldn't have done it any other way. But overall, it's a good course. You learn a lot. There's lots of material there. They also even give you exam preps. After you finish the course, you get exam preps multiple times, different types of ways, and ones that you answer the question right multiple times. You don't even have to add those into your quizzes. You can request that they take them out and just give you ones that you're always getting wrong or ones that you haven't had before. I really like the exam prep. That helped me out a lot too. And when I tied it to after I failed the first time, I was able to narrow down the exam prep based off of what my state exam was. So, and that helped me out a lot as well. But yeah, I say definitely give it a try. The Kaplan Real Estate School is good in my book. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that helps someone. And if you know someone that will help, make sure to share this video, subscribe, thumbs up, and put those post notification bells on. I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.